Hey everyone, welcome back to the Gen X Dad and his Gen Z Teens podcast. Today, I want to talk about something that might sound old school at first, something that may even feel a little outdated in a world of texts, DMs, and snapping pictures instead of shaking hands. I want to talk about the importance of a firm handshake and looking someone in the eye. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, here we go with another Gen X lecture, hear me out. Because this is not about being old-fashioned. It's about human connection. And that never goes out of style. When I was growing up, a handshake meant something. It was more than just a greeting. It was a signal. It said, I see you. I respect you. I am present. It was a physical version of showing up with intention. And when you paired that handshake with direct eye contact, it sent an even stronger message. It said, I'm confident, I am honest, and I'm not hiding. Today, so much of our communication is filtered through screens. You can curate your words, you can edit your photos, you can even avoid uncomfortable conversations by simply not responding. But in the real world, when you walk into a job interview, meet your future in-laws, talk to a coach, or introduce yourself to a potential employer, there is no filter. There's just you. And in those moments, first impressions matter. A firm handshake is not about crushing someone's hand. It is not about dominance. It is about balance. Not limp, not aggressive, firm. Intentional, steady. It communicates that you are grounded, that you take the interaction seriously. Eye contact works the same way. When you look someone in the eye while they are speaking, you're telling them that they matter. When you look someone in the eye while you are speaking, you are showing that you believe what you are saying. Avoiding eye contact often signals discomfort or insecurity, even if that is not what you feel inside. Now, I get it. For many Gen Z teens, especially in a digital age, direct eye contact can feel intense, can feel awkward. You're used to looking at a screen while communicating. Even FaceTime splits your focus. So standing face to face with someone and holding eye contact for several seconds can feel unnatural. But growth often lives on the other side of discomfort. Confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you practice. And something as simple as practicing a firm handshake and steady eye contact can slowly build that internal confidence. It becomes muscle memory. You walk into a room differently. You introduce yourself differently. You carry yourself differently. Let me give you a practical example. Imagine two candidates walking into a job interview. The first one shuffles in, gives a weak handshake, avoids eye contact, and mumbles a greeting. The second one stands tall, gives a firm handshake, looks the interviewer in the eye, and says it is nice to meet you. Who do you think feels more ready for responsibility? Who seems more trustworthy before they even answer a question? It's not about being flashy. It's about signaling readiness. There's also something deeper here. A handshake and eye contact force you into presence. You cannot scroll while you're shaking someone's hand. You cannot check notifications while looking someone directly in the eye. It demands that you be fully in the moment. And in a world that constantly pulls your attention in 100 directions, presence is powerful. Now, as a dad, I think about this a lot. My job is not just to make sure my teens get good grades or stay out of trouble. My job is to prepare them for adulthood. And adulthood is filled with moments where character is communicated before words are even spoken. You may not remember every formula from chemistry class, but you will remember how to introduce yourself. You will remember how to stand when someone extends their hand. Those little habits compound over time. Here is something practical you can do. Practice. Yes, it might feel silly. Practice with friends. Practice with family. Focus on 3 things. stand up straight, make eye contact, give a firm handshake, and say your name clearly. That's it. Simple, but powerful. Let me say this too. Respect goes both ways. When you offer someone a firm handshake and steady eye contact, you're also inviting them to meet you at that level. You are setting a standard for how you expect to be treated. That's not arrogance. That is self-respect. So no, this is not just a Gen X relic. It's a timeless human skill. In a world that is increasingly virtual, your ability to connect in person becomes even more valuable. The basics matter. Presence matters. Respect matters. And sometimes, all of that starts with a handshake and a pair of steady eyes. I want to thank you for listening. Until next time, keep growing, keep showing up, and remember that the smallest habits often shape the biggest outcomes.